Welcome to the CDRB Show, the podcast where we get to know great people with great stories to tell. I'm Christian Rodriguez and I have one mission, bringing the best guests to talk about their lives, careers, and get something of value from each story they tell. In every section we cover different topics, always trying to keep it real and relaxed. There are many surprises and things we can find out in this show, but only one thing's for sure. We're here to have a good time. So relax and enjoy another episode of the CDRB Show. Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the CDRB Show. It's an honor for me to be here tonight. Well, tonight I'm recording this at night, by the way. You already know that. Because of that, I am trying to be as natural as possible. I will avoid to cut anything. If I mess up, I mess up. So yeah, I'm very happy to be starting this project again. It's like the rebirth of the CDRB show. A lot has happened since I started the first season back in 2023. A lot has improved. Some things, of course, need to keep improving, and I hope to improve with the pass of time. But something that I will say that improved a lot will be my English. I think it's better now. I have had a lot of exposure, even more than when I was back in the university. When I was at the university, I think that I was still in a bubble in which I only spoke with mostly Latinos. So I didn't really have the chance to speak with other people in English, you know. So yeah, I have some bullet points that I want to touch in this first episode, which is part of the section Unscripted. I will explain more about each section of this new season, but first I wanted to give some updates. Of course, I don't want to keep this like too much like personal, but I think from time to time it will be a good relief for me as well. So some things that I wanted to talk about are some updates since the first season of the CDRB show ended. So the first thing I will say that is I graduated back in 2023, just before I finished this first season. I graduated. I think even maybe it was after I graduated that I finished the first season, but yeah, I graduated from communications and psychology degrees from the University of the Ozarks. Was an amazing experience. Was probably the best 4 years of my life, to be honest. And I wouldn't change anything, to be honest. What happened there happened, and the things that needed to happen, I think that also happened. Um, some things that I had after graduating was that I really struggled with coming back to my country, Honduras. And I think that a lot of us international students, or even locals that leave their homes and after graduating they have to go back, it's like you don't belong there anymore, you know? At least in my case, that was my case. I felt that I didn't belong to my home anymore. In a way, it's not that it's not that my family didn't want me with them anymore. It's just like I didn't feel I was in connection with their new like traditions or daily routines. I was totally disconnected from that. So for me, it was very difficult in that part. Another thing that I really struggled after coming back from the United States was the feeling of feeling unsafe in general. And I don't want to like drop shit to my country, Honduras. But to be honest, when I came, right now I'm doing better. But when I came back, I was like really, really feeling like the sensation that I was unsafe, that I was gonna get robbed in any place, like that I was gonna get stabbed or killed, And that was because I got so used to what the United States provided to me with that safety. And I know that the United States also has issues with guns and all that, but that's like a different topic. We have issues with guns here in Honduras as well, but the issue with guns in Honduras is different than the issue with guns in the US. We can actually talk about that in another podcast. Let me know if you want to talk about that. But yeah, I didn't feel safe when I came back, and I believe that part of that was because when I was in the US, I used to even go ride my bike at 3 a.m. in the streets, and I was not feeling unsafe. And I cannot even walk here in some places without the fear of getting robbed, like having my phone out and making a call. And Honduras has improved in a lot of things, but in a lot of senses, there's a lot of room of improvement still. So, yeah, I think in that sense, I was struggling a lot. I am doing way better now. I think that Honduras has improved somewhat the safety, but not enough. And I'm not like defending the current government. I think they are doing a terrible job, and I'm not defending as well the previous governments like Juan Orlando Hernandez government. That was terrible as well. But yeah, we can talk a lot of things about those topics in later episodes. Now that I'm speaking with you in this like personal way, I am getting like a lot of ideas of topics that we could talk. Um, Another thing that I struggled a lot was with getting a job. Um, Nobody explains you not even in your first class or in your last class of college, that you will have to battle for a job when you get out of the university. Nobody tells you that how awful the system to get a job is. Nobody tells you how difficult it will be to get even an interview sometimes, and how difficult it will be to get a job in your area, like in whatever you studied. Like in my case, it will be something like TV, radio, or any type of AB production. But it was difficult, and part of that was because I studied in a country where I made some contacts, but that contacts didn't matter because they were not going to get me a job here in Honduras, and that's a problem with the scholarship I was in. I am grateful, to be honest, with the scholarship I was in, but the issue is that they don't let us stay in the US, or they don't provide tools after graduating. So you're basically on your own after graduating, and that's an issue because you need contacts, and life is about contacts most of the time. You can and you will get opportunities, but it will be harder without contacts. And that happened to me. I struggled a lot. I even struggled all 2024. Sorry, my English. I struggled, and 2025 I struggled as well to get a job because, well, I have had a couple of jobs, mostly none related to the areas that I studied for, but I don't even care anymore. I am in another stage of my life in which I say that you can focus on other things, like putting the money that you get from a job that maybe you don't like, but to put it on things that you do like, and that will make you happy. And yeah, I really struggle. I even have a couple of videos in my Spanish speaking YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, it's Tinoquito for the OGs that are watching me and listening to this. That was my YouTube channel for a long time. I have it like kind of abandoned right now, but hopefully I will come back to that channel as well. But yeah, now just to make it short, I don't want to make a podcast about this. I'm doing a podcast about this. But the thing is that I finally got a job that I like. It's not related to what I studied yet, but I like it. It's related to the gaming industry, and it's with a big gaming company. That's the only thing that I can say because of the non-disclosure agreement. But it's a great job. It pays fairly well, and I enjoy doing it because it's from my home. I can do a lot of other things while I'm not doing that because, for example, I'm on my day off right now, and I'm recording this at 6:08 p.m. And if I had a like regular job going to like on site, that will be different. I had the experience, and I will be just arriving to my house, and the time that I quit, like the time that I don't know how to phrase this. Okay, let's breathe. My English is not Englishing right now. Um, the time that I leave from work, it's about 3:48. So just make that math from 3:48 to 6:10, 6:15 p.m. to come to my house. So it's like 2 or 3 hours of traffic that I have to I had to endure because I don't have to anymore because I have this new job. But yeah, so now that I have updated a little bit about what happened after this first season that was in 2023, now I want to speak about what's coming up with this new season because, as you can see, I am doing a new format, which is video podcast. I have never done this type of format before. I have spoken to cameras before because I had, like I mentioned, a YouTube channel, so I'm kind of familiarized with this. My English, oh my god! But from the other side, it's something new, and you always learn how to do things better, and I know that I will learn how to do this better with each episode. But for now, I wanted to let you know that the mission for this new season of the CDRB show will be to entertain and to inform, and I will explain you how I plan to do that in the explanation of each section because we have new sections. It's not gonna be just interviews like the first season, but yeah, to come with this idea of this new format that I want to have for the CDRB show, it has been very difficult, and actually I have been thinking into this second season of the CDRB show since 2023. Can you imagine that? Like 2 years thinking about something and not doing it? Yeah, that's something that probably just happens to me. But yeah, I have had this idea since 2 years ago, but coming into how to improve it and to implement like a new idea has been very difficult. Maybe the imposter syndrome has also played a big role in this because for one part I am like, yeah, I can do this, but for the other side I am like, whatever, nobody's is gonna watch or listen to this, nobody cares, and maybe nobody cares, I don't know. But Another thing that has been difficult for me has been to bring guests, because yes, that's a big part of what this new season should look like. Like, that's a big main section for me. And bringing guests when I was back in the university was kind of easy because I had some contacts there, and I was like in person for the most part with all the guests I had. But now I am in Honduras and my podcast is in English, so I have to bring English speaking people. And it's been difficult, and I am still trying. It's very difficult, but that's not stopping me. I am doing more sections, and hopefully the guests will come with time. But yeah, um, another thing that I wanted to speak actually was what motivated me to do this, because I always thought, well, I'm going to improve it and then I will start when I had like the improvement made. But then one day I saw like a post on Instagram with like a very ugly stare, and it said something like, um, "Don't wait to be for it to be perfect to do it. Do it and keep doing it while you perfect it." And I think that's something that totally changed, and that's like the quote that really made possible this to be happening right now, because I have always struggled and always have said that I need to improve this, that I need to do this better and than the first season, but that actually stopped me from doing it, because I was like, I can be better. I can be better. I can do better. And yes, you can always do better. But if you don't start, that will always stop you from doing things. And if you wait for it to be perfect, you will be waiting for forever. But that's why I think that the best route to do things is just do it. Just like the meme from 10 years ago. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, just do it and perfect it while you're doing it. And that's why I plan for this podcast from now on. I know that it will not be perfect. It will not be like cinematic all the time. It will not be like the best podcast all the time. I plan to improve it, and I am doing whatever possible in my side. But that's why I started this again. So I really look forward. I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that we can do this like a long-term project, because last time that I did this back in 2023, I think it lasted for about 3 months, which was good for me. But I'm planning to do like a longer season now. So yeah, I really have. I don't have big expectations from this, to be honest, but I want to do it as the best possible. Like keep improving each episode and keep like with the flow and everything. So I really look forward for this season. And now I wanted to explain the new sections that I will have, because as I mentioned before, it will not be just like the regular guest coming to the podcast and talking about their lives, their careers, but it will be more sections. This one, the unscripted, is one of them. We're in unscripted now. And it's just like this section will be just general topics. It will be either solo or with guests, but it will be just for things that don't get into the other sections. Like general topics or topics that I feel that are like too personal or too broad to be in the other sections that I will explain later. But yeah, basically it's just that. The next one is combo. Basically, this is the regular first season section from guests invited to this podcast, but now is rebranded as combo. That's the new name of the section, and it's basically bringing guests to talk about their lives, their careers, and to tell us their inspiring stories if they have, their interesting stories, because I always strive to bring people not just because of their success or their careers or how interesting their lives are, but also to make sure that we learn like something new maybe or have a laugh, something like that. I don't want to bring like expectation that we will have like very deep topics all the time, but I want to keep it relaxed, just like the intro. And I hope to bring that, to be honest. The next section is, and for just to make sure that I don't forget about this, because as I mentioned, I have um, a script here, and I almost forgot, but that's why scripts are good. I already have 2 interviews that I recorded back in 2024. These are from people from Disney or Disney, just like the English teacher said in one video. That was a meme here in Latin America. Disney. And the other guest is from Microsoft. I have big guests. To be honest, I'm surprised of how far I have I have gone. No, but jokes aside, I have this big guest, to be honest, and I am looking forward for releasing those interviews. It was hard getting to them, and it was hard trying to get to more people, so I don't have a lot of interviews, but I hope that with the pass of time, I will get more interviews. So yeah, that's combo. Another one is the psychopath. Yeah, the psychopath. That's how I call it. I know that that's a very original name for the section, and I honestly think that is a original name because I researched it, not a lot, but I researched it, and I didn't see anything similar in the internet. So this section is basically covering interesting topics like uh, you know uh, talking about human behavior, psychology, and the human mind. And this will be either solo or with guests that bring like interesting like takes or opinions on different topics. Maybe it can be a current event, or it can be like analyzing something about the human mind, like the human behavior. So if you have a topic that is interesting for you, let me know, and I can try to bring an episode, or like try to find a guest for that and bring it. As well with the combo section, if you have like an interesting person that you think that may be like fit for this podcast, let me know, and I can try to get in touch with them and to ask them if they want to be in this podcast. So yeah, let me know about that. I will do something that is not very like professional, but I'm just checking how long I have before I have to record again, because my camera has just like 30 minutes to record, but I'm in 23 minutes, so not an issue. Another one, and the last one of the sections for now, but probably it will be the last section because I think that I'm covering a lot already. And the next and last sections are the daily bite and the daily special. The daily bite will be just like, these sections will be fully focused on news, either current news nationwide in Honduras or worldwide, with like the most like current events, news, and the daily special will be to cover like extra information on a specific topic that is like breaking news or that is very important to have detailed. So I don't plan these sections to be like really long. To be honest, I just plan to have them like really small capsules. Like the daily bite will be like 5 to 10 to 15 maybe minutes long, and 15 I think that it's already too much. But the daily special, this will be a little bit longer and focus mostly on one specific topic, just to like treat it like it is, like breaking news, like bringing like the latest information if I can. And this will be basically what it is going to be. So, yeah, I'm basically finishing this first episode. I don't want to bore you with a lot for the first episode. I think that I'm not boring a lot with this first one, to be honest. I think it was very dynamic, and I hope to keep improving this. But yeah, I think we're getting to the last part. I'm really looking forward for this new season. I am looking forward for more guests. If you have any, shout out and let me know. Let me know any interesting topic in any branch, like in any category, and I will take a look into that, and I will probably bring it or even like speak about it a little bit. But yeah, I I really really hope that you enjoyed this first episode. I know that it's a little bit too personal, but I just wanted to say hi because I love my audience, and you're the thing, not the thing, sorry. You're the reason why I am here. I am not doing this podcast just to listen it to myself. I want others to experience it, so I really look forward for that. So yeah, I hope that you like this. If you like this, please share this podcast with friends and let them know that I'm coming with a lot of content and to keep informed in like the most neutral way. I'm trying to be neutral in the side of like information and news, but not too neutral. Also, I'm going to have my hot takes and I will bring my opinion into everything. That's the reason I am doing this. But yeah, spread the voice with others. Please share and like this podcast. Follow this podcast, subscribe to it, and I really hope that you are here for the next coming episodes that are rolling soon. I don't have like a specific schedule yet, but when I have one, I will announce it and I will let you know. But yeah, that has been all for now. I hope that you enjoyed this again, and I will see you in another episode of the CDRB Show. Thank you very much. Bye bye.